Arby's drive-thru? Not this time.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so I had two choices today. One, I can go to some fast food joint, spend like 30-40 bucks in the drive-thru trying to feed 4 people. Or two, I can spend $15, do it right here at home, and make it taste 10 times better. So you know which one I chose. Today, we're going to be making Arby style beef and cheddar sliders. They're going to be fantastic. I know your family is going to love them. Now let's head over to my tiny little kitchen and see what we need to get started. Now, sliders aren't exactly what you'd call a main course or anything, but you know what? They're a lot of fun. They're inexpensive to make. Now let's see if we can pull this off. Okay, so this is everything. It'll all be in the description box below. I'm gonna try to whip through this real quick. Arby's uses some kind of a weird sauce. I don't like their sauce, so I'm not even gonna try to make it. Instead, we're gonna replace it with some caramelized onions. I got some garlic powder, onion powder, Worcestershire sauce. We need some beef broth. I'm using better than bouillon and water. You can use just regular bouillon and water, whatever you got. Pepper, salt, evaporated milk. You can use regular milk or, you know, half and half. Doesn't matter, that's fine. Sweet cream butter, all-purpose flour, some American singles, and some cheddar. We need them both. And I got some King's Hawaiian savory butter rolls, and I'm using this cheap roast beef. I mean, it's just the cheapest stuff I can find. You can use the more expensive deli stuff if you want. It doesn't matter. And of course, I got my W Blue Raz Purple Grape energy drink. No crash. I'm gonna be needing that when it's time to edit all this. Now, first we got to do is get this prepped up. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is slice up 2 full onions. Now, I got a feeling this is going to be too much for 12 sliders, but I wanted to make sure I had plenty. Yeah, that's a lot of onion. That's all right. It is what it is. They'll shrink. A couple pats of butter goes in, nice hot pan. And we're going to put the onions right on top of that. Put some salt all over them, mix that up, and then we're gonna cap it off with the lid and let them steam. All right, so they have reduced by half, so we're gonna keep the lid off, saute them down for a while until they get a nice golden color to them. These bad boys are looking done. It's good enough for me. Out of the pan they go, transfer into this bowl. We're gonna set them aside and start our cheese sauce. Now we're just gonna shred the cheese. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way because you know what? I didn't feel like breaking out the hardware. So a couple tablespoons of butter go down, hot pan, and I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of flour to that. And we're just gonna cook that flour off for a couple minutes. Get it to where it kind of smells like pie dough. You wanna cook off the flour. And we're gonna start adding our milk. I'm using canned milk, condensed milk. You can use regular milk or half and half, and just whip it and keep whipping it and keep adding cream to it and milk, whatever, and until you get a nice, fairly thick consistency. I put a little bit of garlic powder in and just kept adding and kept whipping. And now I'm going to start putting in my cheese. First piece of cheese goes in. We're going to do about 4 slices here. And you want to do them one at a time. Get that all melted up, and I'm going to add just about a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. Basically, that's just to give it a little bit of color. And just keep whipping it. Now it's time for the cheddar. Now remember, we put 4 pieces of cheese in. Now we're going to do about a cup of cheddar, and little at a time. Get it nice and cheesy. Look at that, man. And if it's a little thick, you just add a little water to it and give the old spoon test. That's perfect. All right, now we got to get our jus. So I'm using better than bouillon. You can use bouillon cubes, or just if you have beef broth, use beef broth. I got 2 cups of water with some bouillon, and I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a couple splashes of Worcestershire sauce, and that's what we're going to soak our meat in. Now we're just going to start peeling our meat and putting it in the au jus. Now the au jus, now we're heating up the au jus, but that's not to cook the meat. Clearly it's already cooked, but I want to flavor the beef, give it a little bit more of a flavor to it. All right, now we got the buns cut in half, and I have this baking dish. You're probably going to want to use a bigger one, but I'm putting the meat on each one at a time. I'm just going to stack them up separately. That's how I'm seeing it happening here, because we still got to cut these, you know, once they're cooked, we got to cut them apart, and I want all the meat to be nice and separated. Now once we get that done, we're going to slap on our onions, those caramelized onions. I know they're not the prettiest looking things, but man, are they sweet. All right, buns go on top, and we're just gonna brush them with some butter. And I'm gonna sprinkle them with a little bit of sesame seeds, and then we're gonna throw them in the oven at 350 degrees. Look at that. That's beautiful. I love it. All right, in the oven it goes, 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. Now I thought I'd step outside, and it's a beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest. Those sliders, I should have put them in a bigger pan. The pan that I use fit them perfectly, and that's kind of the problem. I have a feeling we're gonna have trouble getting them out of them, but that's okay, because they're gonna be fantastic. Let's head back inside. All right, these guys have been in for about 12 minutes. They're looking pretty done to me. I don't wanna overcook them, so let's go ahead and pull them out. We're gonna take the top buns off, and we're gonna put the cheese sauce on, and well, this is the only way I could think of doing it. Just spoon it on. These are gonna be sloppy. They're gonna be a mess, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm down for it. All right, buns go back on. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. That is better than Arby's. I don't see how it can't be. All right, let's try them out. Well, there you have it, folks. Arby's style beef and cheddar sliders, home edition. It was about 15, 16 bucks for, you know, everything that it took to make 12 sliders. So we got to stay within our budget. It wasn't too terrible. My kid says they're fantastic. I haven't tried them yet, but I got one right here. So let's give it a quick bite. They sure are sloppy. There's a lot of meat though. Whoa. You know what the winner part of that is? Those caramelized onions. They're so sweet. Wow. And I didn't add no sugar or nothing. It was just butter and salt. And a lot of time to caramelize those onions. But man, does that really, really give it a really good flavor boost. Before you guys go, I want to give a quick shout out to W Energy. No jitters, no crash. I'm going to be drinking it probably the rest of tonight because I'm going to be up all night editing this thing. If you want to try it, the link will be in the description. Use promo code Gourmet and get 10% off. All right, if you guys like what I do on my channel, do me a favor, like the video, consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.